How's it going? This is Blackapino, the Apple guy, and today I thought I would give a tour of my new desk setup. If you watch my previous videos or you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you notice that my other desk that I had was just a simple, it was known as a South Shore access desk. It was just basically just a regular desk with a drawer, and it had a shelf, adjustable shelf, had a pull-out keyboard, thing, and it had like a little access thing right on the top that I could stack stuff on, and that was nice for the time, but I needed something that give me a little bit more space, and unfortunately the little hooch that was attached to it did not give me the space that I needed, so I upgraded to this. This is known as a Brenton Achiever desk set. I actually bought this at Office Depot. It came with a desk as well as a file cabinet of a sort. It's actually a matching set. It's actually a two-piece set that come together. It comes with this wonderful little fabric kind of drawer, which is actually kind of cool. That way if I put something in there, I don't have to worry about it scratching or anything like that. My previous desk was 42 inches long. This is 47 and a half, so it's just under 48 inches long, and it's big enough to pretty much basically stick everything that I need on it. As you can see, I got my iMac, which I have on there, as well as my iPhone, my iPad, my lamp, my smart remote, I have my mic, and I have my Echo Show, which I'll kind of go around and just kind of show you basically what I have and what I use for my video editing. And so it's got a metal stand. Actually, they're both kind of like that. I got a little shelf on the bottom for that, and my cable management isn't as good as what you probably would see in everybody else's YouTube channel. But again, this is my first time actually making a setup like this. So as I tend to get a little bit more in depth with how I want to get it set up, it's actually pretty good right now. I've got a power block, or not a power block, but it's called a extension cord, a 6-outlet extension that I got on the bottom, that I have all my devices connected to, and then I kind of have my cords tie-tacked on the bottom behind it. So that's kind of basically, it's still clean management. It's just not as good as what you'd expect from other YouTubers, but again, like I said, I'm still kind of learning out on it. So let me give you kind of like a quick tour, or at least what I have set up now. This is my 2017 iMac. This is the 21.5 inch top tier iMac. That basically means that I have the full spec one that you can buy at the store. I didn't upgrade anything online because I'm usually not used to doing that. If I want to buy, a computer, I'm going to buy it straight out. And unfortunately, with iMacs, you can't really change out the memory and upgrade it, but that's fine for at least what I need to do. This comes with the 8 gigs. It's a 4K Retina, and it comes with 1 terabyte Fusion drive, which is basically a hybrid drive. It's a combination of a SATA drive, a spinning drive, and a SSD, just kind of together. Makes it a little less expensive. It does come with a integrated graphics card, a 2 gig or a 4 gig integrated graphics card. I'm sorry, not integrated, a 4 gig separate graphics card. It's an AMD 550 or a 560 Radeon, which actually gives me some pretty good frames per second. I was doing a Cinebenchmark on it, and I was getting around 90 to 92 frames a second, which is actually pretty decent for me, especially with me shooting all my stuff in 4K and then rendering it, and actually being able to look at it smoothly without having to worry about any lag issues. My iPad Pro, this is my 6th gen with the Apple Pen that I do have. I don't really use it as much, the pen at least, but I'm starting to, kind of get, used to it. This is obviously my iPhone 10 that I use as well. This is a Mophie wireless charging pad. It's the you can buy this pretty much anywhere: Apple Store, Best Buy, Walmart, This is my Bose speaker set, which you can't really buy anymore because they don't make this. This is the companion, I believe 3 at the time. It was like 500 some odd dollars. So you really can't buy this anymore. They're actually pretty decent. It's a powered system. Basically means they have a subwoofer and then 2 satellites which plug into the subwoofer, and then that's how I get my bass from that, and then you plug it in and it's powered that way. Then I have my Turtle Beach mic, which is just a simple mic. It's nothing fancy like a Yeti or a Blue or something. I'll eventually upgrade to something like that later on, but price wise, it just, for now, it's fine for me. It actually works pretty well. I like the fact that it can tell me when I'm on, when it's on, and when it's off. Obviously with the red button on, it's off. If I turn it on, it's just basically hitting the red button. That's pretty much it. It's simple, it's neat, I like it. And then I have my Echo Show, obviously, Alexa, which is kind of cool. I use her to pretty much control everything I have in my room.
Cool by Gwen Stefani's genres are synth pop and new wave music.
I use it to control my lights, which are Philips Hue lights. I have one here, I have one in the back, and I also have light strips that I use in the winter time. And then I have my obviously my other GoPro, which I use also for recording. This one is not the same one as the one I'm using now. The one that I'm recording is the Hero 5, which does the 4K at 24. This one is just a regular Hero, so if you watch my other previous GoPro versions or GoPro videos, you'll know that the difference between this one and the 5. This is also what I use as well when I'm needing to use 2 GoPros to film some stuff. And then my Minion. Obviously I have my Apple Watch. This is the 3rd gen that I use. This is a speaking stand that I use for my Apple Watch. And then these are just, this is called the South Shore. It's just basically like a stand for my iMac, except for I can have different, it's got little grooves in it that it can allow me to lower or higher, raise it or lower it if I want to, depending on how I want the style to look. But it's also kind of like an external storage for my other stuff, which I use it for. I've got 4 external hard drives that I use. 2 are solid states, 2 are regular hard drives. The solid states that I use is a Samsung T5, and then I have a SanDisk 240 gig internal SSD that I bought an enclosure for on Amazon, and I use that for all my 4K editing. And then I have the Samsung for my finished product that I can just upload to YouTube. Then I got my Western Digital, and I have a Lacey, both of which I use, one for my Time Machine for backing my Mac, and the other one for my iTunes when I'm using when I need to add music to that, and I don't have I don't want to use like another external. It's just a simple USB 3.0 for this one, for the Western Digital, as well as for the Lacey. And then both solid states, I'm using the Thunderbolt or the USB-C, and it comes with a cool little drawer, I guess you want to call it a magnetic door, which connects to it, and then I do it that way. And then I bought an external hub for my iMac. I use this for my extra connections because if you know the iMacs, well, it's just the iMac Pro, they only come with 2 USB-Cs. If they came with 4, then I'd be able to use those 4 for my hard drives, but since they only come with 2, I can only use 2 of those right now. So I use this as my externals because I've got 4 drives which are taking up the majority of the ports in the back. So these I use for my watch. This is for my mic because this is powered by USB, and that is pretty much the desk tour of my, what I use, as I call it, my creative space now. And like I said, as I tend to get more and more my requirements change, and I'll probably get something different. But as it sits right now, I kind of like this setting right now, and it's pretty much how I'm going to keep it. And I do have a link in my description on where you can get pretty much all of these. It's kit.com. I have a profile on there that pretty much just shows everything that I have or that I bought, and where you can get them, and links to where you can get those from. And that is pretty much it. So again, thanks for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. If you subscribe, hit that notification button, the little bell. That way you'll know whenever I'm coming out with new video, new content. And thanks for watching.